In a world where perfection is the ultimate goal, some people push the limits of what's possible, going to extreme, shocking, and even dangerous lengths to achieve it. From mind-blowing transformations to jaw-dropping makeovers, these stories blur the line between ambition and obsession. But at what cost? Get ready to explore the unbelievable tales of 10 people who went too far in the pursuit for perfection. Stick around till the end. Number 1 will leave you speechless. Are you new in this video? Click subscribe and hit the notification bell. So let's get started. Okay, so first up we have Sahar Tabar. You guys, this girl is like internet famous for all the wrong reasons. She's obsessed with Angelina Jolie, which, okay, I get it. Angelina Jolie is gorgeous. But Sahar took her obsession to a whole other level. Like, she wanted to actually be Angelina Jolie. So, she had all this surgery to try and look like her, but it like totally backfired. I mean, she doesn't look anything like Angelina Jolie. Instead, she kind of looks like, a zombie? Like, her face is super gaunt, her lips are huge, and her nose is like pointy. I mean, I feel bad for her. I really do. It's obvious that she's not happy with the way she looks, and she's probably spent a ton of money trying to fix it. But at the same time, it's like, girl, what were you thinking? You can't just change your entire face to look like someone else. And the craziest part is, she's only like 21 years old? That's so young. I mean, I've definitely made some questionable decisions in my life, but I've never done anything this drastic. I just hope she's okay, you know? Like, I hope she eventually realizes that she's beautiful just the way she is. But for now, all we can do is like, watch and cringe. The internet can be a harsh place, and people have been really mean to her. But there are also people who are supportive and want her to find happiness. Maybe one day she'll look back and see this as a learning experience. We all have our own journeys, and sometimes it takes a while to find self-love. Let's hope Sahar finds her way and embraces her true self. Andressa Urak, once celebrated for her stunning figure and crowned Miss Bum Bum, became a cautionary tale of beauty taken too far. In her relentless pursuit of the perfect body, Andressa underwent multiple surgeries, pushing her body to its absolute limit. In 2014, disaster struck. Andressa's body, ravaged by countless procedures and injections, could take no more. A life-threatening infection took hold, spreading through her body like wildfire. She was rushed to the hospital, her life hanging precariously in the balance. The once vibrant and confident model found herself fighting for her life, her dream body morphing into a nightmare. Thankfully, Andressa pulled through, but her ordeal left her physically and emotionally scarred. Her story became a turning point, forcing her to confront the distorted standards of beauty that had driven her to the brink of death. Blac Chyna. Where do we even begin? This is a woman who built her career on her looks. She was a video vixen, a model, a social media influencer. Her image was everything. So it's no surprise that she turned to plastic surgery to enhance what she already had. But honey, Blac Chyna took it to a whole other level. We're talking about a complete body makeover, from her breasts and butt to her face and even her teeth. She documented her surgeries on social media, turning her body into a walking, talking advertisement for plastic surgery. At first, it seemed like Blac Chyna was owning her choices. She flaunted her new curves, her plumped-up lips, her perfectly sculpted nose. But as the surgeries piled up, so did the criticism. People started to question her judgment, wondering if she was going too far. Blac Chyna's constant transformations became a spectacle. Her face became almost unrecognizable, her body a caricature of its former self. Blac Chyna's story is a reminder that there is such a thing as too much of a good thing. Now, we can't talk about plastic surgery gone wrong without mentioning the king of pop himself, Michael Jackson. This man was a musical genius, a global icon, a legend in his own time, but his brilliant career was often overshadowed by his ever-changing appearance. Michael's relationship with plastic surgery was complex and, frankly, heartbreaking. He underwent numerous procedures throughout his life, transforming his face and body in ways that shocked and saddened his fans. What started as a desire to correct a broken nose from a childhood accident spiraled into something much more complicated and ultimately tragic. The media scrutiny was relentless. Every new photo of Michael was dissected and analyzed, with headlines speculating about his latest procedure. As Michael's appearance changed, so too did his music. Michael Jackson's story is a cautionary tale about the dangers of fame, the pressure to conform, and the slippery slope of plastic surgery. Solange Gomes, beauty scars run deep. Solange Gomes, a familiar face on Brazilian television, learned the hard way that the pursuit of beauty can come at a steep price. In her quest for eternal youth, Solange underwent a procedure that went horribly wrong, leaving her with lasting scars, both physical and emotional. The botched surgery left Solange with visible reminders of her ordeal, a constant source of pain and insecurity. Her story sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry, exposing the dark side of the beauty industry. Solange's experience became a cautionary tale, highlighting the importance of thorough research and choosing qualified professionals when considering any cosmetic procedure. Her bravery in sharing her story helped to shed light on the often hidden risks of cosmetic surgery, encouraging others to approach such procedures with caution. Renata Banhara, a grueling battle for recovery. Renata Banhara, a model and television personality known for her bubbly personality, endured a harrowing ordeal after a seemingly routine dental procedure took a dangerous turn. An infection, triggered by the procedure, spread to her face, leading to a series of painful and disfiguring complications. Renata's once radiant face became almost unrecognizable, swollen and distorted by the infection. Her nightmare unfolded publicly, with images of her shocking transformation splashed across newspapers and websites. Renata's story captivated the nation, not just because of the shocking nature of her condition, but also because of her resilience and determination throughout her agonizing recovery. Her story became a testament to the strength of the human spirit and the importance of seeking timely medical attention. Okay, so next up we have Pixie Fox, and guys, this one is wild. Like, seriously, you won't believe it. Pixie is like obsessed with cartoons. I mean, she lives and breathes them. Like Disney princess, anime, you name it, she loves it. Her collection is massive. And she wants to look like one. Like, for real, it's her ultimate dream. So she's had like 1,000,000 surgeries to make herself look like a cartoon character. It's mind-blowing. She's had ribs removed to get a tiny waist, which is just insane. She's had her eyes surgically altered to look bigger and more doll-like, almost like a real-life doll, and she's had like every other procedure under the sun. You name it, she's probably done it. And honestly, you guys, she kind of pulls it off. It's surreal. Like, she actually looks like a cartoon character come to life. It's like seeing a living cartoon. It's kind of amazing, but also kind of terrifying at the same time. It's a real mixed bag of emotions. I mean, I get it, cartoons are cute and all, but do you really want to look like one? Like, forever? I don't know, man. It's a big commitment. It just seems like a lot of pressure to put on yourself, you know? The constant upkeep must be exhausting. And the thing is, Pixie seems totally happy with her transformation. She radiates confidence. Like, she loves the way she looks. And she's not afraid to show it off. She's owning it. And you know what? More power to her. It's her life, her choice. If she's happy, then I'm happy for her. At the end of the day, that's what really matters. All right, moving on to Anastasia Pokraschuk. And let me tell you, this girl is extra. Like capital EXTRA extra. She's famous for having the biggest cheekbones in the world. And honestly, I believe it. Like, her cheekbones are huge. They're like 2 giant apples just chilling on her face. And she loves them. She's always posting pictures of herself on Instagram, showing off her assets. And you know what? Good for her. If she's confident and happy with the way she looks, then that's all that matters. But I can't lie. It's a little jarring to look at. Like, I can't even imagine what it would be like to have cheekbones that big. Could you imagine trying to sleep on your side? Or like giving someone a hug? I feel like her cheekbones would just like get in the way. But hey, maybe that's just me. Maybe she's found a way to make it work. I don't know. All I know is that Anastasia Pokraschuk is out there living her best life, cheekbones and all. Let's get to what most people are talking about, where the before and after photos have been circulating on social media accounts. You can see here that the results of her plastic surgery are really embarrassing. Some people also say that she wanted her face to be perfect, but this is the result. Are those who did this to her responsible? What do you have to say about this? The real-life Superman. Okay, you guys, this one is a little different. It's not your typical superhero story. This is Herbert Chavez, and he's obsessed with Superman. Like, really obsessed. He's been having surgeries for years to try and look like his hero, Superman. He's had like jaw implants, nose jobs, skin whitening treatments, you name it. The list goes on. He's even had like muscle implants put in his arms and legs. It's pretty intense. He's literally trying to transform himself into a real-life Superman. And he's not holding back. And honestly, it's kind of working. You can see the resemblance. Like, he doesn't look exactly like Superman, but he definitely has that whole chiseled jaw, superhero look going on. It's impressive, but also a bit surreal. I don't know, man. On the one hand, I kind of admire his dedication. It's not easy to go through all that. Like, he's so passionate about Superman, and he's willing to go to any lengths to look like him. He's undergone numerous surgeries, each one bringing him closer to his goal. But on the other hand, it's kind of sad, you know? It's like he's losing himself in the process. Like, he's so focused on looking like someone else that he's not even trying to be himself. It's a tough balance. But hey, maybe that's just me. Everyone has their own path. Maybe Herbert's found his true calling in life, and that's being the best Superman impersonator he can be. And if that makes him happy, then who am I to judge? Happiness is what matters most. In the end, if Herbert Chavez feels fulfilled living his dream, then more power to him. Next up, we have Heidi Montag. This girl is like a walking, talking, cautionary tale about the dangers of plastic surgery obsession. You guys remember The Hills, right? Well, Heidi was kind of the villain of the show. But then she met Spencer Pratt, and everything changed. They became this power couple obsessed with fame and plastic surgery. In 2010, Heidi shocked the world by getting 10 plastic surgery procedures in one day. She was only 23 years old at the time. The results? Heidi looked like a completely different person, her face frozen, her body out of proportion. Her career pretty much went down the drain. She tried to stay relevant in the reality TV world, but it just wasn't the same. It was heartbreaking to see someone so young feel the need to change themselves so drastically. America's Sweetheart, lost in translation. Okay, you guys, we have to talk about Meg Ryan. Meg Ryan, America's Sweetheart. She was the queen of romantic comedies in the 90s. When Harry Met Sally, Sleepless in Seattle, You've Got Mail, she was in all of them. Her performances were iconic and unforgettable. She had this adorable girl-next-door charm that just made you fall in love with her. But then, something changed. Slowly but surely, Meg's face started to transform. Her lips were fuller, her cheeks were plumper, and her eyes seemed different. It was like she was trying to hold on to her youth, but it was having the opposite effect. The natural charm that everyone loved seemed to fade. The media scrutinized her every move, every photo, every red carpet appearance. It was brutal. The constant pressure and criticism were relentless, and it affected her career. She wasn't getting cast in those romantic comedies anymore. The roles just dried up. She found herself in a difficult position, struggling to find her place in Hollywood. The industry that once adored her seemed to have moved on. She was stuck in this weird in-between, and it was sad to see. The transition was tough. It's a tough industry, you guys. Hollywood can be unforgiving, even to its sweethearts. The pressures of maintaining an image can be overwhelming, and not everyone can navigate it successfully. Okay, get ready for this one, guys. This story is going to blow your mind. This is Justin Jedlicka, also known as the Human Ken Doll. He's become quite the sensation. And let me tell you, this dude is like the poster boy for extreme plastic surgery. His transformation is nothing short of extraordinary. He's had over 700 procedures. Can you even imagine that? 700. You heard that right, 700. Everything from chest implants to calf implants, bicep implants, and so much more. You name it, he's probably had it done. It's like he's got a catalog of surgeries he's checked off. Justin says he sees his body as a work of art, a canvas that he can mold and shape. He's constantly striving for perfection, always looking for the next enhancement. But a lot of people, they think he's taken it way too far. They see it as an obsession. And I mean, I get it. It's easy to see why people might be concerned. Like, when does it stop being about enhancing your features, making small improvements, and start being about, like, completely changing who you are? It's a fine line. It's kind of fascinating though, right? The lengths people will go to in pursuit of their ideal self. Like, what drives someone to go to such extremes? Is it a quest for self-improvement or something deeper? Maybe it's a mix of both. There's definitely a psychological aspect to it. In interviews, Justin often talks about his motivations and how he views his journey. He even has a community of supporters who admire his dedication and bravery. But of course, there are also those who criticize him, saying he's setting a dangerous precedent. Regardless of where you stand, you can't deny that Justin Jedlicka is a unique individual with an extraordinary story. It really makes you think about the lengths people will go to in order to achieve their vision of perfection. So, what do you think? Is it art, obsession, or something else entirely? The human Ken doll certainly gives us a lot to ponder. The Bogdanov twins, a tale of two faces. Okay, so this next one is a lot to unpack. We're talking about Igor and Grichka Bogdanov, twin brothers who were once famous for their science show. But then something strange happened. They started getting plastic surgery. Like, a lot of plastic surgery. Facelifts, cheek implants, lip injections, you name it. And their faces, they just kept changing. Like, they looked more and more unnatural. Almost alien-like. People were obsessed with them, making memes speculating about what they had done. But the twins, they always denied having any work done. Sadly, both brothers passed away recently, just days apart. It's a tragic story, and it just goes to show the pursuit of eternal youth. It can be a dangerous thing. And there you have it, 10 shocking stories of people who took perfection to the extreme. Which one surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.